Hello, hello, hello. I'm Bike again. Your main, the real Bill Real. Woo! Bless me. Boy, this is the first take, as you guys can see. That's my first sneeze here. Anyway, I have a video for you today. And this is like a part two of the video that I did probably like 2 years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, where I was basically, moaning and whining about how big receivers suck. Well, I have the scientific answer behind why the Atlanta Falcons lost. Yes, I am a devout Buccaneer fan, as you guys know. So I wasn't pulling for either one in the Super Bowl. And, I definitely couldn't be rooting for the Falcons. They're in the same division as my beloved Bucks. But I decided that I would take down some information and share this information with you so that you could begin to understand that the game of football is a game of inches and pounds. Before I get into the reason why the Atlanta Falcons lost the game, I would like to take you down memory lane, all right, and jog your memory just a tad. The New England Patriots have been able to win 5 Super Bowls to date. All right, and these are the years that they won the Super Bowl. They won the Super Bowl for the 2002 year, the 2004 year, the 2005 year, the 2015 year, and the 2017 year. Now, obviously, whenever I mention those years, it's for the year previously. You get what I'm saying? Because they start their games in the year previous. So whenever they won the Super Bowl for the year 2002, the season started in 2001, and so on and so forth. Well, what I did is I did some homework for you guys so that I could prove my point so that you guys would not call me a kook. What I did is I went down the list of their top receivers, okay? Just the top guys, all right? And what I did is I noticed a pattern. And I'm going to share this pattern with you. First, I like to talk about the secret to the hoodie. One of the secrets to the hoodies is that Bill Belichick is a disciple of, what's his name? The guy from freaking Bill Parcells. All right. He is from the Bill Parcells tree. As everybody knows, Bill Parcells is a defensive mastermind. And I would be not fully giving the credit to all of the Patriots teams that have been able to win the Super Bowl by not recognizing the defensive play calling and them having stellar players in the defensive positions. Okay, very tenacious, like just really good guys. Okay, really good players. So I like to say that first because you can't win a championship without a solid defense. Okay, that tackles well and they get pressure on the quarterback and all that good stuff. So back to my point. I went down the list of the top receivers, and leading off that list is Wes Welker. I think like Wes Welker has like the most amount of yards. His like catch average is like 11.25 whatever, which is really well. So Wes Welker, he stood a lofty 5'9", and he weighed a whopping 185 pounds. Yeah. Now, to the men that are listening to me, you know how big a 5'9", 185-pound guy is. He's not big. He's not intimidating anybody. Okay? So, I just want to make that point. That's the top guy. He's the top wide receiver in stats, just stats. Now, he didn't get a ring, okay, because he happened to be on this squad with big behind Randy Moss. So, anyway, that's another story. But anyway, he didn't get a ring. But he was 5'9". He stands 5'9", 185. The second guy on that list is, in no order of stats or whatever, rings or whatever, is Troy Brown. Troy Brown stood a staggering 5'10", and he weighed 196 pounds. I'm gonna say that again. 196 pounds. This is a pro NFL player now. That's not big. Anyway, let's go down to Deion Branch. As you know, Deion Branch, he was the MVP, I believe, of the 2004 championship for the Patriots. Deion Branch stood 5'9". He weighed 193 pounds. I think somebody gets where I'm going with this. I think. But in case you don't get it, I'm going to break it all down to you. I'm going to show you how all of this makes sense and why the Falcons lost. The next one I'm going to go to is David Patton. Everybody remembers David Patton. He was just a real good receiver for the Patriots for quite a while. David Patton stood a staggering 5'10". Guess how much he weighed? 190 pounds. Yeah. Okay. You teams that might be paying attention to my video, you guys might need to go take a look at your roster. And you guys might need to go put your guys on a diet. All right? This is just an idea. You don't have to listen to me. Who am I? I'm just Bill. Now, let's get into numbers that are relevant, okay, today. All right? Since we just had a Super Bowl, like 2-3 days ago? Danny Amendola. Guess how big Danny Amendola is? He's 5'11", 190 pounds. Yeah, 5'11", 190 pounds. All right. Now, Bill Belichick has been the coach for 17 years. 17 years. So I think I'm on to something. I think he has a prototypical wide receiver. I don't know. I just could be rambling. I don't know. This data, you do whatever you want to do with it. But I'm presenting this to you in a scientific way. Okay? I'm not a homer or whatever. I can't stand the Patriots, all right? I got no dog in this, all right? Julian Edelman. I'm explaining the greatness of Tom Brady. I need you to understand his greatness, okay? Because a quarterback cannot be great without wide receivers. Julian Edelman, he is 5'10", 200 pounds. Yeah. Matthew Slater. The guy looks like he's an Army sergeant on the field. He's 6 foot, 205. He actually lost 5 pounds from last season. Okay? He was 210 last season. Check this weight. Malcolm Mitchell, total workhorse. Everybody saw him catching passes with a, broken elbow with a brace on his arm. Malcolm Mitchell is 5'11", 200 pounds. I know he looks a lot bigger, right? But yeah, that's how big he is. And I needed to throw in one of Brady's favorite pass catchers. A lot of people don't realize that. the New England Patriots would run screens all the time with this one particular guy, and that is none other than Kevin Falk. Yeah, I know y'all remember. You can visualize Kevin Falk catching a little swing pass and breaking it for 20, 30, 40 yards. Okay? Guess how big Kevin Falk was or is. Well, you may not be this size now. But when he played at a staggering height of 5'8". Yeah, 202. So what does all that mean, Bill? Why are you telling us all this stuff? What's your point? Get to the point. Hurry up. I've already wasted 10 minutes listening to you. You know, when I make the statement that football is a game of inches and pounds, as I've said in my other videos, big receivers do not accomplish anything in the NFL. Sure, you've had Plaxico. Sure, you had Keyshawn. Sure, you had Joe Jaravicious. Sure, you've had, a couple big guys here and there. Larry Fitzgerald, okay? Sure, you've had them on the field, catching a few passes, making a few plays here and there. But when it comes down to championships, when it comes down to crunch time, the guys that are getting open, the guys who are creating separation, they don't just, happen to have separation. They're creating it. They're creating it in a scientific way. The hoodie knows that if he's going to be competitive, he must have guys that when they put their helmet and pads on, they have to be at a certain weight. Or they're not going to get the separation. They're not going to be fast enough to create that little window so that Brady could throw into. Now, I take nothing away from Tom Brady. Tom Brady has great placement. Tom Brady throws a nice spiral. He has good instincts. He's great in the pocket. All right? I take nothing from the guy. He's a very good football player. He will go down as one of the best, if not the best quarterback to ever play the game of football. However, who was he throwing the ball to? He was throwing the ball to a prototypical type of player. I did the numbers. His pass target's average height was 5'10". Again, I've done the numbers. His pass target average weight was 196 pounds. Yes. Do you know what a 5'10", 196-pound guy looks like? He looks just like all of the playmakers that the Patriots had that were a part of that comeback. Yeah. Now, on the other hand, because I did start the video out stating something, I stated that I had the scientific reason why the Atlanta Falcons lost the game. First and foremost, I want to give credit where credit is due. The New England Patriots played good defense against the Atlanta Falcons. In fact, before the game even started, I talked with a few, people that I talk with about football, and I said that the edge in the game was going to go to the Patriots because the Patriots had, in my opinion, a better defense than did the Atlanta Falcons, who I believe finished up the season with the 25th ranked defense. Yeah, I could be wrong. Could have been the 26th. But I'm pretty sure they were right around there in the 25th. I think they were the 25th. Okay? Correct me if I'm wrong. So it's no wonder, it's no surprise that they did not win the Super Bowl. Okay? There cannot be one Falcons fan today saying, man, I can't believe they didn't win. Well, and when you're the 25th ranked defense, you're going to allow teams to come back on you because you just don't have the players or the talent to stop them from coming back on you. You don't have the corners, you don't have the safeties, DBs, what have you. You don't have the pressure from your D line. And I'm taking nothing away from the Falcons. The Falcons had a very good season. The Falcons got to the quarterback. I mean, they played well. They really did. So, I'm going to break down why the Falcons did not win. First off, I like to say that, what's his name, Shanahan, the coach for the Falcons, I cannot blame him for going with what got him there. And what got him there was throwing the ball to Julio Jones and Mohamed Sanu. All right? That's what got him there. Let's be honest. However, I like to give you the numbers on Julio Jones and Mr. Sanu. Julio Jones is 6'3". He weighs 220 pounds. Say that one more time. 6'3", 220 pounds. In that Super Bowl, did you see Julio Jones take over? No, you didn't. I saw him make a good play on the sideline, getting those feet inbound. He might have caught maybe 4 or 5 other passes, maybe. I just watched the game again, and I didn't really see him take over. I didn't really see him dominate the game. But that's neither. That's a part of it. Anyway, let me get back into it. Mohamed Sanu, guess how big he is? He's 6'2", weighs 210 pounds. A little bit lighter, a little bit smaller, but overall, he's too big. Now, I'm going to explain to you why the Falcons did not win in a little bit more detail. See, on the Falcons roster, they actually had the makings of a Super Bowl team had they used what they had. What's that, you may ask? Well, they had a wide receiver on their squad by the name of Gabriel Taylor. Guess how big Gabriel Taylor is? He's 5'8", and he weighs 167 pounds. When they needed a first down here or there or whatever, do you think it would have been a good idea to design a play to get the ball into his hands? Yeah, I think so. Who was Matt Ryan looking for? He was looking for Julio. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu. Or he could have gone to Justin Hardy, 5'10", 192 pounds. You think he may have been able to get open? Yeah, probably so. All right. This just in. A guy who was light and fast can shake a DB faster than a guy that's heavier, okay, and taller. Just want you to know that. This is a fact. If you ever played football, you know what I'm talking about. Aldrick Robinson. He's 5'10", 187 pounds. Do you think he should have got a pass? Or 2, or 3, or 4? Yeah, he should have. Okay? This would have extended the lead had they thrown in something that the Patriots were not planning for. Okay? Because it was very easy to kind of lock down these 2 big wide receivers. All right? It's easy to run with them. Or Eric Weems. 5'9", 195 pounds. Do you think it would have been a good option to go to him? Yeah, I think so. Or Nick Williams, 5'10", 184 pounds. Again, football is a game of inches and pounds. To all of you other teams out there who want to get to the big dance, you better get rid of your big wide receivers, or you better stop throwing to them. Those guys cost you downs. They cost you points. They cost you field position. They affect the running game. They affect the quarterback's efficiency. I'm just calling it as I see it. I'm going by the numbers. This is science. You can disagree all you want. You can have an opinion all you want. You can say, oh, it was Vegas. The bookie always wins. I'm not going to say to you that there's not illegal gambling involved in the NFL. I've already shown you. I've already told you about that. This is very true. However, when you go into a game and you're relying on receivers that are big, prepare to lose to the other team who has smaller receivers than you. They're going to get open. They're going to get separation. This is just how it goes. I've taken that time to educate you on the difference in that game. Now, obviously, Tom Brady is a very good passer. Matt Ryan is a very good passer. The Atlanta Falcons had good running backs. Okay. But, as you see, in the end, it came down to a 5'10", 205-pound running back who scored the game-winning touchdown. And yes, it was a touchdown. Okay? That's my video for today. I will talk to you later. Peace.